It's pita wrap with hummus and kale. Toasted up pita bread, whole wheat. How's everybody doing? We're back on the grind. You guys ready for more World of Warcraft? I know I've been taking a few days to do other things. But, you know, we gotta level up mining. We got a lot of work to do. So I'm going to be heading on into the game and we're gonna get started. There was an issue earlier. I actually like that music stream I did earlier. I didn't realize I didn't have the delay set correctly. I fixed it. Da 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 da. Ba da ba bum 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 ba ba da ba bum 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 ba ba da ba ba bum bum ba ba da ba dum bum bum ba da da. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. Hey, Crack Miser, I'm sorry you got sick. Flippin' heck. Flippin' heck, I got sick today. You guys know, I got sick. I'm so sick. I have no idea how sick I am. If you want to know how sick I am, just put your hand in a blender, turn it on, and that's how I feel. Yeah, I don't know. I hope you feel better, Crack Miser. By the way, was there any like da 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 da. I love building brown bricks in Minecraft. Is there any delay with the microphone and the music? I think I fixed it earlier. I tested it. Because earlier I was singing and it was so fucking off. Dun, dun, dun. You think it's synced? I'll have to we'll test it again. I'm going to show you what it was like before. By the way, pardon the terrible singing. I am still learning how to sing in a, you know, alto and soprano range. I'm trained as a tenor my whole life, and so I have to retrain my entire singing voice. I'm gonna have coaching soon. I don't know how soon, but this year I hope. I hope I'm gonna be getting some actual coaching this year for singing and feminizing my singing voice. Let's check this out here. See, look, I'll show you. I think that it's most apparent in the faster song. Okay, here we go. Yeah, in this faster song here. It's most apparent. So here was earlier, and I didn't even realize how terrible it sounded. Yeah, let's do this one with the Yeah, that's not synced at all. Here, let's see if it's synced now. It should be. Okay. Vittoria, 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 mio cuore, non lacrimar più, non lacrimar più, e sciolta d'amore la servitù, Vittoria, Vittoria, mio cuore, non la... Yeah, that was the wrong video. This is the one that synced more. Vittoria, 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 mio cuore, non lacrimar più, non lacrimar più, e sciolta d'amore la servitù, Vittoria, Vittoria, mio cuore, non lacrimar più, e sciolta d'amore la servitù, e sciolta. Di vanni donano più fuoco del crudo soffoco e spento l'ardore. Vittoria, 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 mio cuore, non lacrimar più, non lacrimar più, e sciolta d'amore la servitù, e sciolta. That's enough of that for now. Was that synced? Yeah, okay. That's good. I'll check it later. It may have been completely off. It's like 5 minutes off. Like, you're gonna hear it like in 5 minutes from now while I'm playing. That's how much delay it is. It's so lagged. You're actually gonna feel it like I'm gonna be in the middle of a battle or something, and you're gonna start hearing me sing. Okay, let's fix the... I was set up for YouTube mode, doing React content. By the way, I reacted to Osmongold talking about Palworld and AI and stuff. He did a 2-hour video responding to comments. I added 9 hours of commentary for a total of 11 hours of streaming. 5 hours and then 6 hours with 9 hours of paused content. 9 hours of paused content where I'm talking about stuff. That's crazy. What is wrong with me? I'm a monster. I can add 9 hours of additional commentary over a 2-hour video. There's absolutely no stopping me. What is going on? Why is it? Okay, never mind. Okie dokie. Now we got it all set up again. And let's get the music. We got the music playlist. Well, currently playing. Here it is. Oh, we gotta get the Wrath of the Lich King logo. And you gotta get the Rainwave OC remix currently playing. I'm a professional yapper. Not really, because I'm not getting paid to do it. Yeah, what are we doing? I got mining up to level 175. We're gonna go to the hinterlands. Okay, I'm just gonna vendor all this shit. Nah, fuck it. Let's just throw it back up on the auction house. Yeah, eventually we're gonna have capped mining, and eventually I'm actually gonna get level 80. Oh, the guild is raiding. I'm not high enough level or geared. Obviously, if I'm not high enough level, then I'm definitely not geared. What am I? 14, 15 gear score, 124 eye level. What is your mind skill? 175. We got a lot of ways to go, Booper. I'm gonna go to the hinterlands. It looks like the guild is going in for a raid. Hey, there's Saint Schlong. Oh, damn. 5579 gear score. Somebody said damn in the music. Damn. 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 Oh shit, was I have the wrong microphone on. Someone was like, damn. Damn. Oh, he's a ret paladin. 911. Schlong, yeah, exactly. That was Saint Schlong. He's in the guild. Okay, we're gonna go to Hinterlands. What are we wasting our time for? Oh, didn't I put that up on the auction house? I'm up to mining mithril. Yes, I'm up to mining mithril. Mithril. Yep, we're gonna suck a lot of dick. I mean, not yet. I mean, I wish I could suck a lot of dick. Is somebody gonna say, well, you're gonna wish that you're gonna have more dick than you can handle, and then it's not gonna. It would be really fucked up if somebody said you're gonna have more dick to suck than you can handle, and then it's not even enough.
For just a few coin, my
Like what if somebody says there's gonna be more dick for you to suck than you can handle, and then it actually is not to my standards. It's like not even as much as I wanted it to be. That would be frickin' annoying.
What do you like?
Holy shit, Whiter Zombie, what the fuck? To the right, fight 300 dick-sized E-Sams? What the fuck is an E-Sam? Samurai? What the fuck are you talking about? Are you on crack? Oh shit, I'm gonna have to fight for this. Is the first real time I'm probably gonna have to actually fight for my rights to survive, because I have to fight for my rights to survive. Well, game on. Well, what if you invite me to a different lair? Yeah, I mean, there's also the there's like a limited amount of mithril on in the other place in Arathi. There's a lot of gold. I mean, what are you talking about? It seems like there's a lot of gold. Oh. Okay, yeah, there's a ton of mithril and gold. $200 gold a stack? Holy shit. Esam is a Smash Bros player. Like, I'm guessing he's short. I guess that's the joke. Asomon gold? Oh, you mean Kaisei? I don't know if they're actually boyfriend girlfriend. They might just be streamer friends. Asomon Papa. Yeah, I mean, I already told you, I actually added 9 hours of commentary to his 2-hour video replying to comments about his AI art comments on Palworld. I'm like Asmongold, Dark Souls version. Like watching, if watching Asmongold is normal mode, watching Rebecca Lauren is hard mode. I'm like a Dark Souls version of Asmongold. Yeah, I mean, you could rub lotion over someone's body and not be dating. I think he's doing it on purpose to freak out chat, because chat's always gonna be like, oh, this is sexual, or they're dating, and it's like, what if it's just all just like normal things and like people are just reading into it? And wouldn't it be funny if that's actually not what's happening, if they actually are dating? But then the joke is that it's like that they're not dating, but they actually are dating. So then you carry the two. Yeah, I mean, it's all content. And also, it's okay for friends to rub lotion on each other. What are you talking about? Especially when either one or both are erect. Okay, well, I mean, they're just streamers. Don't be parasocial. What do you mean, Pink Sparkles? Wasn't she pretty cool too? Or was she like psycho or something? I don't know. Sparkles Pickles? Is Pink Sparkles? Didn't he like love her? I don't know the whole story between them. I don't really pay attention to streamer romance. Well, you know, I don't know if you've ever been with a woman before, but what people call high maintenance is just men not wanting to listen. To like maybe something they might be doing wrong, and then saying, oh, women are crazy. Whenever a guy says women are crazy, or saying that my ex was crazy, that's a huge red flag. Because it means that he's probably did something wrong and he just doesn't want to take ownership of it. He just thinks that all women are crazy. You know the deference or the difference? I know that you said difference, I was just joking. I'm feeling like really funny today. Like, you know, trying to cope through all the stuff I'm going through. I just gotta hold on. It's just a matter of time, and then I get to be really, 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 really happy. It's a matter of time. Surgery, surgery, surgery. It's gonna be really overwhelming to go through, but you know, Women buy $100 purse versus demanding a Gucci. Oh, is that what was happening? Was she like a drama queen? Like that? Was she just like always demanding money? I don't even know. I'm just gonna take your word for it. I mean, obviously, it's like relationships are complex. You could go all day talking about like the you know, the celebrity gossip. Mean like, oh, this is how the, like, you know nothing about the actual relationship. None of us do. Nobody does. Seeing it on stream is not the same as like, even if you weren't like even if you were like a friend, like when you like are a friend looking on, when you see like your friend like going through a date, like through a relationship, you're not really involved either. Like even if you're like close friends, you can kind of just witness it and be there for your friend, but like it's not really like something that you could really know about. It's really between the two of them. It's real and on the internet? Yeah, exactly, right? It's on the internet, it must be real. I mean, I'm not saying it's not real, and you don't even know that either. Could be just all, it could have all just been scripted, but it's not even about that. I think that's like the wrong way to think about things. It's just, it's not even like that. It's just that it's really not something that other people can even like discuss. Obviously they do, but it's like not something that people are, it's none of people's business. Like you can say like, oh, they're like this together, and you know, like, but as far as the same, as far as like the relationship goes, you absolutely know nothing because there's so many goddamn details. Oh, there's a mithril deposit down here. There's so many details that you're not aware of. Even if you wanted to be weird about it and be like, oh, I want to analyze this relationship, that's kind of weird. Are you okay? But at the same time, if you're going to be like that kind of analysis Andy, there's so much data you're lacking because there's the one-on-one conversations that you will never know about. Because all you see are the stuff that happens on stream. You don't see the stuff that happens in private. So it's like you're not a good judge of what things are. And this is why I keep out of other people's business. Like, it's just none of my business. Especially other streamers. You know, because I'm on par with Asmongold. I'm Asmongoral. I'm like Asmongold Dark Souls edition. I don't know how to say that joke, but it's such a funny bit. I thought of it earlier and it made me laugh, like literally made me laugh out loud. I'm like, holy shit, it's true. It's funny because it's true. I'm Asmongold Dark Souls edition. Like if Asmongold's already a hard learning curve, a steep learning curve, imagine the Dark Souls version of Asmongold. Jesus fucking Christ. 11 hours of commentary on top of like 9 additional 9 paused hours of a 2-hour video. The 2-hour video was paused for 9 hours for a total of 11 hours of stream time. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm a fucking monster. Yeah, holy shit, this makes a fucking good gold. Jesus Christ, I need to save it though for jewel crafting. It's gonna save me a lot of gold. Yeah, I invite you to try to step away from celebrity dating gossip. It's really just not good for you. You should probably go, like, you know, if you really want to go dating somebody because you're lonely, go try to make some friends. Don't even try to go dating, just make some friends. Which is what I'm trying to do. I mean, imagine how difficult it is to make friends. And then making like a girlfriend or a boyfriend is like, it's like Friends, trying to find friends, Dark Souls edition. I'm just gonna say that every time. What is that fucking dumb? So fucking stupid. You can't just go 10 times on the same joke. More is not better. Oh, you saw XCC do a react. Yeah, I mean, it's all content. Now, if you think of it from a content perspective, that's fine. I mean, obviously, you know, it's just a part of the stream, and you know, it's obviously a collab thing. But you know, it's just the funny thing is you see like a man and a woman on the same stream. For some reason, everybody immediately thinks that they must be dating. Don't you see something wrong with that? Like, what if that was Will Neff? Would you think that Asmongold and Will Neff are dating? I mean, maybe if it was Will Neff, because Will Neff is really fucking hot. I mean, he'd be gay not to be with Will Neff. But was I just about to say Bill Nye? You don't give a sugar bubble? No, I just think it's funny that like as soon as a woman appears, and they always call women girls. It's kind of weird. As soon as the stream sees a woman on his stream, immediately everyone's like, we lost him. They're dating. Like, what if that was like Mizkif? If that was Mizkif, nobody would fucking be making those kind of connect. I mean, maybe some people. Obviously, there's always the viewers that are like, they just want everybody to be with. They just want Asmon to get out of the house. There's just some people that were like, okay, cool, Mizkif and Asmon, bow chicka wow wow. Or they're like that when Emiru's on the stream because they're like, oh, there's a woman on the stream. Except all women are girls to them. It's kind of weird. I do understand the context. Most people will say girl when they refer to like a streamer, but I usually refer to women by women. There's also kind of a terminology when you're talking about like people who are like in the porn industry or anything. You'll see like dancing girls, or like in the sex industry, you'll say like dancing girls or whatnot. I mean, obviously, it's. I don't think it's like demeaning, but it is kinda. Especially like if people. Oh no, that's a 62 elite. It hits really fucking hard. Holy shit! I thought I was 10 levels higher than it. I thought that would be enough. With Asumon Papa. Yeah, I mean, obviously, he says he's an introvert. If somebody's in his room, even if it was Mizkif, everybody would be freaking the fuck out. They're like, what is a person doing? If his dad shows up, now that's like, that was a super like wholesome moment. Like when his dad was on the stream, or his pa. I can tell that like his dad obviously just wants him to call pa, and I can tell that Asmon is just awkwardly like, oh, okay, pa. Like, it's not dad, it's pa. Like, that was so wholesome. What if I showed up on his stream? Holy fucking shit. Everybody would lose their fucking minds. Like, what the fuck is that bitch? What the fuck is going on? They're like, that bitch? That hoe? And I'm like, excuse me? I'm not a hoe, I'm the hoe, okay? I know it, you know it, everyone knows it. Like, what the fuck is that crack whore doing on stream? I mean, it would break people's brains. Like, could you imagine how fucking ridiculous that would be? Like, if you knew the full context of how, like, kind of, I'm, like, infamous I am in, like, Asmongold's community. Or maybe you're already aware, because you're here, watching me. You already know I am just way too much. I'm just extra, okay? I'm out there. I'm out there, Jerry. But that would be fucking crazy if the whole fucking OTK community would break their fucking brains if they saw Rebecca fucking Lauren show the fuck up on Asmongold's stream. Invited. Like, not like obviously like something really fucking weird. Like just me, like, oh, he's like, oh, hey, Rebecca. Oh, hey, Asmon. How you doing? And he's like, yeah, what do you do? Like, want to fucking do a raid or some shit? I'm like, yeah. like we're all buddies. Wouldn't that be so fucking funny? That'd be the best fucking content in the fucking history of streaming. After my infamous, after how infamous I am in the streamer community. That nobody talks about because I'm irrelevant. But they know me. They all know, but they won't talk about it. I know they know. Okay, I know the streamers know about me. And there's a reason. and they don't think I would ever fucking appear on someone like Asmongold's stream. That would be the hugest fucking irony ever, and it would be the best fucking content to see every fucking streamer react to that moment. Like, that would just be gold. Like, what the fuck is she doing here? What the fuck? Like, Rebecca? Like, what the fuck? Like, I like her, but like, I didn't think she would ever be on stream. Like, what the fuck? Or they hate me, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just making conversation because it's funny. Asuman Papa. Asuman Papa. I didn't even check all this fucking area over here. There's like all this shit. There's all over here. There's all this shit. Okay, I'm the only one in Hinterlands. In Winter Wonderland. You're wrong. I'm not gonna get PvP'd. Oh shit. Did I jinx it? Oh, I'm gonna be 230 for true silver. Oh, look at that horizon. crazy. It's all red. Color of blood. May the color of blood compel you. Six levels already. We got 3 mithril ores. We already got 100 gold worth of mithril ore. The fuck, where did I get the true silver from? From a mob? That's insane. Cataclysm coming. Dude, not till August. Are you that fucking, like, are you just sitting there waiting? Like, you're just sitting at the edge of your seat, refreshing the Blizzard news page, waiting until Cataclysm is announced. They might actually release it early. I mined true silver? I can't mine true silver. Not until 2:30. I'm only 181. I must have got it from a mob. Or did it also like did it just so happen to be in a mithril deposit? The fireballs are falling in Outlands? Oh, you mean the precursor to the Cataclysm. Like, you know, the hidden Easter eggs in the store in the environment. I see what you're saying. I'm in a horde base. Oh shit. I don't think it's worth looking for the mithril down here anyway. I think I'm gonna stay up here. Look at the turtles. You know, I just imagine someone like constantly refreshing the Blizzard homepage, just hoping that they're gonna release Cataclysm early. They're like, I'm tired of Ruby Sanctum. I want to do the next raid. I want to do the next raid. I can't wait anymore. I'm tired of doing the current endgame content. I want to do the next endgame content. I don't want to do it anymore. What the fuck? Oh, I thought that was that. If that was an entrance, I'd be like, what the fuck is his? What the fuck is this? What's that bitch doing here? Now what if me and Asmund started dating? How do you fucking think the community would react? Like, holy shit. That would be content. That would be content, dude. It would fucking break the internet. I just have such a content brain. I would like, I'm not even thinking like would I even want to like be with Asmund? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know him. But if like for content, that would be fucking hilarious. Just knowing his community and knowing how they might, and I'm pretty damn sure I know how they would react to that, but maybe they'd surprise me. Suddenly, like, there's like all these trans flags spammed in his chat. A whole bunch of his chat members are like, hey man, like, I was super toxic in my guild and then I saw you dating Rebecca and I was like, I started questioning my life and then I started to find out. I went to therapy and I actually started transitioning. Like, everybody in this fucking community is now trans. Because they're like, wait a minute, am I trans? And then they all stop being fucking toxic and actually just start growing tits and enjoying their life. Like, could you fucking imagine if I'm the fucking like panacea for his stream that makes his entire stream come out as trans? Like everybody in his chat 100%, and it goes from 99.9% male viewership to 99.9% to 100% female viewership. Overnight. All because I showed up on stream because we were dating. According to the chat. Like, first there's anger, then there's bargaining, then there's denial. Or no, there's denial, then there's anger, then there's bargaining, and then there's acceptance. Or whatever, I don't know what the fucking stages of grief are. I mean, think about it. Think about what you must be wrestling with if every single day you go online to argue with people on Twitch streams and say toxic ass shit and go to Reddit posts and have fucking giant ass conversations talking about something nobody cares about, like about a video game, angry that about a video game. Imagine what kind of shit you'd have to be dealing with the kind of shit you'd have to be avoiding in order to do something stupid like that. Maybe it's gender dysphoria. Just saying. Just saying. Oh man, I'm gonna get canceled. I'm having way too much fun lately. I need to be more serious. This music is way too hyped up. What the fuck? Music's too hyper. I can't possibly get this mithril deposit. It's just too hyper. Oh, it's up there. Up there. It's up there. Damn, I'm getting a lot of mithril ore. Holy shit. Music's too intense. I can't control. I'm out of control. The music's too intense. Ah! There's a solid chest. But there isn't. Oh, maybe I got the true silver ore out of a treasure chest earlier. I grabbed the treasure chest. A Cheshire cat. I grabbed the Cheshire cat earlier. That is assault. Oh, is there stuff in here? Oh wait, no, there isn't. Chakas. Majin Buu? These ops are relentless. These pretzels are making me thirsty. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Indeed, These ops? What do you mean by ops? What are you talking about? Opposition? Four more mithril ores. I'm just fucking gonna be buried in gold, aren't I? Jesus fucking Christ. Like that's almost 6 gold per ore. I just made 24 gold in a single mining pick. On a single node. Like what the fuck? Opponents? They're all like level 40. These opponents are making me thirsty. I subscribe to the Murlocs OnlyFans. I'm not ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself. For It's 2024. Get with the times. Murloc pride. Oh, I didn't check that one. Yeah, once you go Gil, you never... sit still. Once you go Gil, you never sit still. Oh my god. Doesn't want me to go in here? Is that a horde area? Man, I love these tracks on this radio station so much. Yeah, I mean everybody and their hot grandma has an OnlyFans, but it doesn't compare to the Murloc. You gotta love that Murloc cock. Okay, it's just so slimy, but surprisingly dry. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to That's not a mining node, that's a campfire. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have more than OnlyFans. I'm telling you that right now. Like, I'm going the whole way. I'm not just gonna stop at OnlyFans. I'm gonna be going for like cover of magazines and shit. Front page of Pornhub. That's where I'm going. World record girth. What the fuck? Yeah, this is just kind of too complicated to navigate, this area. That's probably why it's not on the map. On the pathing. Yeah, I don't know if you're new here or not. Yeah, I am an OnlyFans girl, but I am on a hiatus until this very important surgery coming up, and it's going to be quite a while before I can get back to work. I do feel miserable that I can't work, but there's a reason why I can't work, and I would never want to jeopardize my mental health right now, especially when I need to be at my best to be able to recover from this surgery. I can't be having mental breakdowns. I need to be staying calm and collected, so I can't deal with gender dysphoria on top of you know, the stress of waiting for this surgery, which is like going to be alleviating that dysphoria. But there's like a long recovery process, and it's going to be quite some time before I can return to work. But I think I'm going to be really successful, judging on the amount of money I've made. Basically only a couple weekends out of the past couple years. And the amount of money, like the amount of money I've made, and like the number of followers. And yeah, it's just as an absolute beginner, I think the numbers speak for themselves. I didn't really think of anything of it, and then I like kind of started to compare myself to like other people at the same level as me, and I was like doing better than them. So I think I'm gonna do just fine. I need to deal with this surgery. Like, this just needs to happen, and it's, you know, that's why I'm here playing World of Warcraft, and that's why I'm having a fun time. I'm trying to, you know, I'm put things in perspective. I've known people who've waited like over a decade for this surgery. I mean, technically I am one of those people. I've been waiting like 18 years for this surgery, but I've only been actually actively pursuing it for the past 4 years. I know people who have waited like 8 or 10 or more years actively pursuing it out there, in my community, and also on the internet. People have talked about it. This is a really hard to get surgery, and it's only been like 4.5 years, almost 5 years. In the grand scheme of things, this is really fucking fast. So I need to be thankful for that. I'm really on edge. It's the bottom surgery. Imako Hapie. Is that something about feet? I don't know. Is something about feet? I don't know. I don't really know Spanish. I'm sorry. Your name. I don't know how to translate your name. Oh, fuck. I don't think I can take this 62 Elite. I tried another 62 Elite earlier, and I died instantly. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this. Oh, it's vaginoplasty. Oh, it's just Koha? Oh, I thought it was running away, and then I re-aggroed it. It's vaginoplasty, so I'm gonna have a pussy. I'm gonna be really happy. Oh, I'm poisoned too. Oh no. Yeah, I went the wrong direction. I was supposed to go this way. No, let's just keep going along the path. We'll get that next time. I don't want to backtrack. So I've been waiting a very long time for this surgery. I've known I needed it 18 years ago. And yeah, I am very nervous about it. But not the kind of nervous where it's like scary. And when I say like and obviously it is like kind of scary. But not the kind of scary where it's like, you know, doubting it. It's hard to explain. I don't expect anybody to understand it. Because I barely understand it. This is a very rare thing to happen to people, and it's also I'm very lucky to be able to have access to this care. But basically, it is really fucking scary. Because it's like changing something that I've lived with my whole life, knowing that I needed to change it, but still it's really unknown and this is all going to be new to me. And I'm going to have a great time exploring my body. This is only going to be like gooder. Better. Gooder. This is only going to be better. And I have a lot of reason. I don't want to get into too much details, but I have a lot of indications to. I have a lot of reasons to believe that it's going to feel really good. Based on my own experience so far with stuff, like I think this is 100% the right thing to do. It's still scary because it's like a one-way ticket. You know what I mean? And I've pondered over this for 18 years. I mean, I stopped pondering when I finally made the decision to start pursuing it. Then it was never a question since then. In September of 2019, I started transitioning. I have never wavered from my decision. I made a decision and I stuck the fuck with it. I'm tired of running away. Basic information is a very, it seems very harsh, but just remember, like, a lot of surgeries are really harsh. I mean, have you ever watched like a heart surgery? Like, have you ever watched somebody getting a fucking appendix removed? Like, it's just really fucking brutal. But you're on anesthesia. Yeah, and even doctors have a hard time watching surgeries, so, you know, kudos to you for being able to stomach watching through a surgery. I've watched the surgery too. I've seen a video of the surgery. It was a little bit hard to watch, but you know, even the doctor was like, "Wow," like he's like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, it was made me a little squeamish, and he's like, yeah, it makes doctors squeamish too. Don't worry. But if you really think about it, it's like, if you're not a doctor, when you see somebody performing surgery, you don't have the kind of knowledge to really understand if it's like brutal or not. It's pretty monumental surgery. It is a pretty monumental surgery, but it's not like it's like a triple bypass heart surgery or like a gastro bypass or like something that's really fucking dangerous and brutal. It's not like those. Those are significantly more dangerous. This one is pretty safe, comparatively. Like, I think there's like less than 1% of a chance that something can go wrong. Which I know sounds like it's not, like that's dangerous, but it's like, compared to other surgeries, that's like significantly safer. And you just have to like kind of put things in perspective. Either way, I'm not a doctor. I know a lot about the surgery, but only enough to really just... I've had to research this a lot because I'm going to be living with this for the rest of my life, so I have to understand what I'm getting myself into. But I'm still not a doctor. Like, sometimes I think people really freak out. They read information online, but you don't have the knowledge and the experience to really... Like, if people read, like, studies, like, you know, a lot of people who are, like, lay people... You know, people who aren't scientists will like read studies that are available online, and it's like you don't really know how to parse the information because you're just not a scientist. So it's like there's a lot of words that you might understand, but you don't really know like how to put it into context of reality, like a scientist would or a doctor would. Your worst enemy would be staph infection. I mean, yeah. And I think like the worst is actually the biggest concern, and the reason why he delayed it in November was because he didn't want me to catch pneumonia, because that can happen. I don't know about staph infection. I don't think that's actually like a thing that can happen for this. It's more like pneumonia or like, you know, I think a different kind of infection, not a staph infection. There's like... I mean, obviously, maybe you're right. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can go wrong, but basically, as long as you keep things clean, and if anything bad happens, you contact like the emergency room. You know, you don't like delay. And what happens when people have problems, I would bet you 99% of the times that people have problems, it's because they didn't go do anything about it soon enough. They didn't call their doctor soon enough. They just said, "Oh, I'll see how it is tomorrow," and then it's like really fucked up. Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be, it's going to, okay, like, I mean, the details of the surgery, for the very first week after surgery, it's going to be completely, like, there's going to be a whole bunch of gauze, like, stuffed in there with, like, a bandage over it. And, I'm going to have instructions on how to change the bandages and keep it clean and all that kind of stuff. After the first week, they take the bandage, the gauze out, the packing, and then I'm going to be dilating 4 times a day for like 15 minutes a day. Yeah, staph infections are really fucking dangerous. This is why I don't like handshakes. Just in general, like, you don't know how like what bacteria people have on their hands. And what if they just wipe their ass? It's like, yeah, staph infection is no joke. But everything should be fine. Most of the women I've talked to who've had this surgery, everything went really fucking well. Like, I think people just, it's a big deal because it's a part of your body that is like your genitals. And even though I have gender dysphoria, it's still the same tissue. And so if my genitals get fucked up, like, I get like 1 shot at this and maybe a revision. But my doctor's never really had to do many revisions, and it was really rare. He's never had anyone lose the ability to orgasm. He's never had anybody have any complications. The only thing, he's had to do some revisions, but that's like kind of normal, I guess. There's always going to be a certain amount of people who need revisions. Like, sometimes what happens with some women who get the surgery is they'll be like some kind of, like, it'll work and all that, but like it might be a little bit like messed up in appearance. And so, like, 6 or 9 months later, they'll get a revision just to like clean it up so it looks nice. That's about it. Yeah, I definitely can't reinstall. This is a permanent wipe. And it's fine though, because I don't want to live the rest of my life without giving this a chance. And I spent 18 years of my life now, almost 18 years. Yeah, I would say the past 18. I mean, the past 5 years or so, or I guess the past 4 years and 9 months or so, I've been dead set on having this happen. So I have not been in uncertainty since September of 2019. But before September 2019, I had contemplated and doubted myself about this for about 13 years. And I couldn't do that anymore. I was just, I can't do this. This is going to be like this for the rest of my life. No matter how difficult this is, which has been really fucking difficult. And you're catching me at the tail end of this. If you had been here in 2019 when I started streaming, you would not recognize me. There are clips of me on the internet, but from like 2020 and stuff. But and I put up a bunch of clips from like 2020 and 2021. But I have come a long fucking way, and as a person in general, but like also as far as like mental health goes, and like how close I am to this reality. You came into my stream playing World of Warcraft with me and all that. You came into my stream at the very end of this journey. So like you're a part of the final stretch, Booper. I've had people who were there at the very beginning. They dropped out of it. I mean, obviously this is kind of how streaming goes. You'll get people that stick around for a while, and then, you know, when they don't, you know, when they're done, they'll leave. It's fine. I've actually had one of my viewers from the very early days come back again recently, like a couple months ago. It was Mux 2000. Mux 2000 has been here since the beginning, like 2019. Not the very beginning, because I had people who would show up before I started transitioning. But we don't really count those days. I didn't even really use a webcam. Sometimes I use like a laptop, and I just studied chess a lot, and a lot of that was like just like basically just screen capture and not using a microphone, not using a webcam. But there's been different phases, like different stages of this transition. Like, I've been documenting the whole time, and I'm really proud of myself for what I've done. I want to share it with the world, and I did, and I am. I don't know if anybody's ever going to really watch it, but you're here, so you're a part of it at least. I mean, obviously, it's not possible for anyone to watch. Like, literally 4 years of, like thousands of hours of streaming. Like, holy fucking shit. A lot of it is just permanently gone. Like, I have a lot of clips backed up. But even then, it's like, most of it is just permanently gone. And that's how it should be, honestly. It's just a live stream bullshit. But I did capture a lot of clips. Some clips that I'm not really proud of, because I was like, you know, they got immortalized anyway by someone else. I don't really like talking about it. But that is there. I deleted that VOD for a reason. And obviously, people who are like reasonable people who are reasonable people don't even hold that against me. And if they do, I think they understand the difference and how far I've come to improve my life. I think things are going to work out okay for me, or maybe even really good. After I'm done with all this, and when I start pursuing career stuff, I think that things will just have a way of working out. My hard work will pay off. And the hard work starts with, it's not even about like the hardware I have. It's about taking care of my needs to be able to be the best version of myself that I can be, so that I can perform the best I can. Because I care so much about the performance that in order to be the best performer, I have to care about myself more. Because otherwise, I'd always be inferior. There would never be a time where I would even be able to respect myself if I didn't do what I'm doing now. This is a really overwhelming journey. Even though this surgery is just going to be, like, if you really think about it, it's just like an 8.5-hour surgery. It's only going to be like done in one day, one and done, and then it's going to be like a month to like a 3-month recovery, and then it's just like basic hygiene and maintenance for the rest of my life. Like, it's not really, if you really think about it, it's like a really fucking simple thing, but it's been like weighing on me every fucking day for the past 4.5 years, and it's finally coming to a close. It's really overwhelming, and sometimes I get really emotional about it. I can't really explain. Sometimes it's exhausting because I just want to be through this. Like, I know that I'm almost there, but it just feels like this is never going to end. And I know it will. Like, I'm not gonna be just waiting forever. My name is Giovanni Giorgio, but you can call me, but my friends call me Giorgio. That's what this music sounds like. That's what it sounds like. My name, but you can call me, but my friends call me Giorgio. And yeah, like, I'm also freaking out about, like, responsibilities, like, it's really not a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna do just fine. But it just sounds like I have, like, a million things to do to make sure that I do, like, all the things required of me leading up to the surgery, even though it's, like, 2 or 3 things that can, like, be put together in, like, a single afternoon. Like, it's just really fucking crazy how it feels. But yeah, I do try to avoid talking about this on stream. Not a whole lot of people are very interested in this stuff. It is really unpopular. Most people, I don't even think it's like transphobia. I think people, I mean, and it is true. This is boring. It's my personal medical journey. If you really think about it, this is like the most boring thing I could fucking talk about. Nobody cares about someone's medical journey. Obviously people do, but it's not something people want to constantly be thinking about. Like, you know, it's like if I was going through cancer, which is a different kind of thing, but if I was constantly talking about cancer treatment, like, nobody would want to watch that. And I wouldn't want to talk about it if that was the thing. I do, like, feel really exhausted from talking about this stuff. I really don't want to. I really just want to be silly like I was earlier. Obviously you can't really always force it. I just want to be like making stupid jokes and being silly and having fun and playing this game together. That's really what I want to be doing. But instead I have this huge giant thing hanging over me all the time, and so it's constantly something that's just weighing me down, and it'll end up like I just can't avoid it. And it's frustrating as fuck. Because I know that I'm much more than just like my medical journey. Like, so much more. So much more. Iron Man. Winter bark. Troll sweat. Ew. I'm at 193 now. Let's go. Are we gonna get to 225 tonight? Spamanamahana. 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 Dude, I already got like 400 gold in my pockets. What the fuck? Where? I'm glad I started leveling up mining. Holy fucking shit. It's literally a gold mine. You still need for engineering, yeah. Well, I'm doing jewel crafting. But I'm also gonna need engineering. I guess I could do engineering on my priest. Cause don't like priests, don't like cloth people need to wear like goggles and stuff, which requires engineering. I could do mining and jewel crafting on my warrior. I could do, well, as I'm leveling up, I'm gonna be doing herbalism and alchemy, I guess, on my priest. Jewel crafting, yeah. Don't smelt it, yeah. That's what Brad was telling me, or was that you? Yeah, don't smelt it, you gotta delt it. Oh, not up this way. Or maybe? Yeah. Yeah, you want to do like prospecting with all the ores? We're gonna figure that out. I'm saving all my ores. We're doing jewel crafting after I max out mining. But I'm not gonna do that till later because I want to get level 80 after I get up to the place in mining where I can start leveling up mining in the Northrend. In the Northrend. When I start leveling up mining in Northrend, that's when I'm going to get back to questing. When I get high enough mining to be able to mine the stuff while I'm questing. That's basically why I took a break. I'm like, I need to take a break from questing because there's a whole bunch of mining nodes that I just can't even do. Like the cobalt and stuff like that. Because I'm just not, I don't have mining levels. So I'm like, let's level up mining and then let's catch up to Northrend so that we can skill up mining while we're questing. That's basically the plan. I mean, that is the plan. That's the plan. That's what we're doing. I'm leveling up mining. I got to go through the old world, and then I have to go through the Outlands portion, and then I have to get to Northrend. When we're at Northrend, we can finally start questing again and getting, just slowly getting to level 80. And we're gonna make a bunch of We're gonna mine a bunch of ore and stuff while we're doing that. And I could just level Jewelcraft whenever I feel like it. And when I finish and all the extra ore that I need, that I don't need anymore from leveling Jewelcrafting, I'll throw those up on the auction house. Like you level them up with like prospecting, right? And then like, isn't that what it is? It's called. Yeah, well, thanks for joining, Fred Marmo. Yeah, it's just a nice chill stream, playing some World of Warcraft, talking about stuff, talking about life. Yeah, I need like 5,000 gold. Yeah, I need to get 1,000 gold to get cold flying, and I need 5,000 to get fast flying. Although I have like, apparently you only need you save 500 gold if you have the reputation of the honor. Of honored with honored hold, or is it exalted? Either way, I'm honored with honor hold, and I guess it saves you 500 gold. Or was Brad Baskins just pulling my leg? Or was that you? No, yeah, it was Brad Baskins, I think. Oh, no, I think it was you. You were on Trixie. Yeah, didn't you say that it was cheaper if you have, Yeah, once I get 80, I basically unlock the game. I can finally start farming up stuff like heirlooms and shit like that. Yeah, it must have not been you. Maybe it was Brad. Yeah, I can't do this one yet. What level is it? Do I need to be for that again? Oh, I just wanted to check what level, and it's like I can't even get up there. Okay. 230. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff to do. I hope that you're patient. I'm really slow, but I like to get shit done. I might take a while to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get mining capped. I'm gonna get jewel crafting capped. I'm gonna get my alts eventually to level 80. At least my priest and at least my death knight. And I'm gonna level up professions on all those. The ones that I need. Before I start jewel crafting, I'm gonna research, like, I'm gonna go on WoW Professions and look up the guide, and like also I'm also gonna look up professions that I need to level on my alts, because I need to know like ahead of time like what I'm gonna be doing. But either way, my goal right now is get mining up to where I can start mining in Northrend, and then just go start questing again to get to level 80. And in between, whenever I feel like it, start leveling up jewel crafting with all the ore that I put in the bank. You would earn gold selling mithril? Yeah, I mean, for real. I'm probably gonna end up one day buying a ton of mithril instead of mining it. I mean, there's a point where it's like, is it cheaper to not waste the time to just buy it on the auction house, or actually go out and get it yourself? Which you have to make that calculation at some point. If you have enough gold coming in, you can make that calculation. Like, would I be able to get this gold back faster if I just buy it on the auction house, or am I going to save Or am I going to save time if I go and mine it? Yeah, limited supplies on vendors. Yeah, you just got to do things over time. I think you really got to think about, I mean, it's an MMO. You should be thinking like dailies. You know, that's why they have daily quests. Like you should say like, okay, I'm going to log in, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get my daily thing. And then, you know, like you just put the game away and then you do it again the next day. Next time you play. Oh, only every 30 minutes? 30 minutes is not, I thought you meant like daily. Oh, if I ever need mithril, and I don't want to mine it, I'll just buy it from you? That's good. Or you mean different stuff? I don't even know what you're talking about. Like what specific items. I'm not looking to buy anything right now. I'm looking to just like skill up mining, save as much gold as I can by mining. But you know, I'm skilling up mining and I'm getting all the ore. And my goal is to not buy anything for jewel crafting. To just do it entirely from stuff that I mine. But I actually haven't looked up how to... oh wait, there was a mithril node? Keep supply bars? Candy bars? If you don't wanna hear me, not to somebody. That it sounded like for a second, I don't know why. We're getting some mithril, man. Like I'm getting like 4 at a time, a lot of the time. Oh yeah, my mount is silly looking. It's a big giant fat elephant. Big boy. My elephant's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's just big bones. He's my son. It's okay, Sonny. Mama's gonna take care of you. Mama's gonna take care of you, big boy. $10,000 gold. You're back up to 9,000. I mean, yeah, I don't really plan. I mean, I guess like, you know, you can buy 10,000 gold for like a token. I mean, you could buy a month subscription for 10,000 gold. And like, I just feel like I would rather use that gold for something else and just pay the regular subscription. It's like $15. Like, that's not that much money for me at the moment. And like, if I'd rather save the time so that I could use that 10,000 gold for other stuff. But I don't know, maybe if I made gold super fast. I mean, that's a lot of gold, 10,000. What? 9,000? Yeah, you gotta be careful. Don't saturate the market. You know, if you're patient, stuff sells because people are gonna be using it. We're up to 201. Only 24 more levels. And then we're on to the next adventure. Unemployed. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. We're both waiting on surgery. I think I remember you mentioned that a couple times. I'm sorry if I don't always remember. I do keep track of my viewers. Thorium? Oh, is that the next adventure? Uno Crater. Oh, right. That's the next place. Yeah, Ungoro Crater. And you can also get those red crystals or whatever. There's like red crystals and stuff. And some of them are like, you know, there's like different colored crystals. The red ones are like 2 gold each or something like that. The other ones are like, you know, like 1 silver or something. Yeah, well, thanks for stopping by, Fred. Red. Frederator. Yeah, I think it's the red and blue. Those both are worth a lot in Ungoro Crater. The Ren and Stimpy. Hey, Ren. Stimpy, you idiot. Oh, 245 skill. Well, the next gap, the next tier is, I gotta train artisan. And then I go to Dustwallow Marsh. And I go from 225 to 245 in Tanaris. And then I go to Ungoro Crater. Until 300. And then I start going to Outlands. Oh yeah, mithril to 245. So I guess I guess after this though, I can level artisan and then also then I go to Tanaris. According to this guide. Probably mithril. There's probably also like true silver. But I know Tanaris is a much more straightforward map anyway. Can't do true silver yet. Trombones. 76 trombones. Having a boner. Tromboner. In the episode of Saved by the Bell, he said boner. He said boner. Other places are worth. Well, let's. Tanaris, Golden Mithril. Especially Gadgetzan. There are a lot of horde there. Yeah, because right now I'm the only one here. But either way, I mean, I gotta go at 225. Because I gotta skill up to Artisan. Yeah, Tanaris is Gadgetzan. Yeah, unfortunately I have to leave at 225 because I have to go to Ironforge. Yeah, I'm on layer 2. Yeah, I'm still mining, Fred. We're gonna be mining for quite some time. Maybe, I mean, I'm gonna end the stream after I hit 225. Feels like a good, I mean, I'm not gonna Hearthstone until I hit 225, and then I'm gonna call it, because I'm just getting a little bit kind of, gotta get away from the computer screen. Hope you don't mind my asking. Oh my god, brother. My brother. Stop. Like, you gotta stop. Just stop. 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 You better stop. You better stop. You better stop. My brother. Stop. Hope you don't mind me asking. Yeah, you're immortalized. You're here forever now. Oh, when I was on my walk, I'm gonna show you. I was on my walk, and there was like this place, and at the outside, it had like a little table, and it said free magic, and there were these little crystals. So I grabbed one. This is magic. I am now magical. I am now magical because I grabbed this. I just did it without even thinking. It just said free magic. I didn't even think of the repercussions. If you see a sign that says free magic, like, there's something going on, man. I don't know what I'm dealing with and what I got myself into, but I dived right into it. That's who I am. I just grabbed this crystal, this little crystal thing. It said free magic. So now I am a part of the magical world. I am now no longer capable of leaving the magical world. I don't know about the implications that touching this magic crystal has done. I have zero regrets. It was definitely magical. Proving that it actually is magical. There's another one. This is someone a person gave to me that I was friends with at some point. It's like a heart, but it's kind of messed up. Looks like a chili pepper. But yeah, I don't know what I got into myself into. There may be wizards showing up to my door. I don't know. It's voodoo magic. Throw it away. Nah. I'm not bleeding, am I? Just like hit my head against the door. Like, ever since I had my facial surgery, I've been really afraid of accidentally hitting my head. And that was like almost a year ago. It was like 10 months ago. And I still feel like I might accidentally screw it up by like hitting my head or something. The human face, like the human face is pretty damn resilient. I mean, it's like, it's crazy. Positive repercussions. Exactly. It's the good kind of magic. Like the magic school bus. It's the magic school bus. A school bus! Or like magic mushrooms. Or like the magic of friendship. Although now that you mention it, ever since I touched that crystal, I really have been seeing things in 4 dimensions. So maybe it was like a little bit more magic than I bargained for. Yeah, what a chill day today was. And is. Not chill anymore. Now that I'm here. I am your worst enemy in chat. See what I can type. I'm gonna ruin your day. Oh my goodness. Oh, you like listening to Japanese podcasts? I love Japanese podcasts. I haven't listened to Japanese podcasts in quite some time though. You jumped on a train full of Japanese people? Damn. A guy in a purple coat gave you a $100 bill for a cigarette? Damn, dude. Did you wake up with a $100 bill in your pocket? Or was that a boner? Boner. She said boner. Oh. You know what the fun part is? Is that people talk about like, oh, you know, the surgery, aren't you scared of it because you're gonna lose your penis? Well, I'm gonna have a pussy. First of all, I'm not losing anything. I'm like losing the ability to have an erection. That's it. But second of all, that's not even that much of a loss because there's so many fucking dicks out there that are very, very more than willing to let me use them. So it's almost like I'm just gaining a pussy. I'm not losing a dick because I can just use other people's dicks. I don't have to use mine. There's like a million guys out there that want to whip it out for me already. You know? Boner. I just googled Adam West boner. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Oh no. That episode of Growing Pains when Mike's friend Boner ran for student council. Boner, his name was Boner. Oh no. That episode of Growing Pains when Mike. Oh no. That episode of Growing Pains when Mike's friend Boner ran for student council. Boner. His name Boner. That episode of Growing Pains when Mike's friend Boner ran for student council. Boner. That episode of Growing Pains when Mike's friend Boner ran for student council. Boner. His name was Boner. That episode of Growing Pains when Mike's friend Boner ran for student council. Boner. His name was Boner. That episode of Growing Pains when Mike's friend Boner ran for student council.
I don't know what that was all about. But yeah, that was the joke. Boner. His name was Boner. Episode of Growing Pains where I already forgot the line. Was it Jack? Where Jack's friend Boner ran for student council. His name was Boner. Oh my god. Yikes. What am I doing? 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 What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Argy mateys. What the fuck? Okay. Why does the path tell me to go this way? You're out back with your dog? Well, that's awesome. Dogs are awesome. But they're only man's best friend. I don't have any friends. Why does it want me to go this way? It's blocked. I'm really confused. Fuck this. By the way, there's no ore over there anyway. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow.
Ooh, 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 look at the mithril, 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 mithril. It's a me, Mario, with the mithril. You have a question? Well, I have an answer. In the 33rd chapter of the Lord Demonos chapter of the cultists, they fell upon a plague where they didn't eat or sleep for 43 days. And only after then, when they were eating each other's flesh, did they know what it was to be alive. Did you have facial surgery? Yes. I guess I answered the wrong question. I was answering the question already, and that wasn't the question you were asking. I thought you were asking about that, like, you know, the Dodonic cultists. Oh man, I'm having way too much fun. Why did I have it? Oh, you said why. I thought you said did you have it. I had facial surgery because my face was very masculine looking and I didn't want to look like a man. So I had face feminization. It's like one of the same reasons, you know, a different reason but the same. For the same reason why I'm getting the vaginoplasty. It's gender dysphoria. I don't want to look like a man. And also even though you don't need to have a vagina to be a woman, I'm very accepting of women who have vaginas. I mean, who have penises. Well, I'm also accepting of women who have vaginas. I'm very accepting of women who have penises. I'm very attracted to women who have penises. But I'm a woman who needs a vagina. It's as simple as that. It's really not that complicated. People make things way too complicated. And it's hard for people to understand because they make it too complicated. It's really just fucking simple. I mean, if you're a dude and you like having a dick, what if somebody stole your dick from you? That's what it feels like to have gender dysphoria. Like if you woke up one day and suddenly you were in, like, your body was totally different. If you're a dude and you're very happy being a dude, and suddenly you woke up and everybody started calling you a woman. They treated you like a woman. They used she, her pronouns for you. And then you looked in the mirror and you had tits and you had a pussy and you no longer had your dick. That's what it would feel like to have gender dysphoria, because I know that a lot of guys will joke about, oh, if I had tits or whatever. It's like no, you're a dude. If you're a dude, you would be very unhappy and uncomfortable if you had a woman's body. I know men will always joke about it, that they think that they would love it. It's like if it actually happened, you'd be fucking terrified. Because I know how dudes are. And also, there is a kind of another layer where men kind of overly sexualize the female body. And that is an unfortunate part of just how society treats women. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of men would not want to look like a woman, because then all the men in their life would they'd feel like they're being sexualized. Like if suddenly you woke up with a woman's body, now everywhere you go, men are going to be looking at you. And most men, I mean, at least straight men, would not want that. So I know it's like, people joke about it, obviously. They're like, oh, if I had tits, I'd play with them all day. It's like, well, maybe you might actually be trans if that's the case, because some women will think they speak for everybody, and this isn't even about trans or cisgender, it's just like women in general. There's some women who seem to think that there's no possibility that any woman would enjoy touching her own breasts. That's like really weird. Like, speak for yourself. like if you don't like touching your own breasts, that's you, you know. There's plenty of women out there that really enjoy their breasts. I mean, it's like I changed my body around. I don't need a penis anymore. It's almost like your breasts are your dick. Like, if you're a woman and you have breasts, you don't need a dick because you have tits. Like, you're like, the way women think I think the way women treat their breasts, you know, when they're comfortable with their body, or even when they're uncomfortable, because when men are uncomfortable with their penis, it shows, and when men are comfortable with their penis, it shows. Like, you know, when guys are like all about like basically always grabbing their dick and stuff like that, or when men are always like kind of hiding the, like maybe crossing their legs, they don't want to like accidentally, like, you know, flop around or whatever. I don't know. There's all sorts of different people out there. Oh, well, thank you. I think I look good too. I'm actually really happy with the facial surgery. Not that I was like I do feel a lot less ugly. I look at pictures of me from before, or clips or streams from me before, and I'm really happy that I got the facial surgery. I don't know if it's like, for what it's worth, I do think that I was ugly. People said that I wasn't. I felt ugly. I felt really fucking ugly. And when I got the facial feminization, I started to feel actually pretty. Like, I actually feel pretty now. And obviously there's always going to be people who are just like, you know, beauty is subjective, whatever. Some people are not going to be attracted to me, not going to think that I'm pretty, whatever. I don't give a fuck about them. I know that I can look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, hey girl. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, how men treat their dicks is like how women treat their tits. Because you know how guys are always talking about dick size? Women seem to have this thing about breast size. Like, it's the same thing. So it's like, you don't need a dick. I have tits. So that's why I need a pussy. It's just simple math. It's a simple math equation. For however much dick you have, the less tits you need. For however much tits you have, the less dick you need. It's an inverse operation. I've been like making content the past couple of days. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm not that entertaining. I feel like I've been getting into like a little bit more of like a fun streak lately, as far as like making jokes and stuff. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself. Oh, heterosexual? So if somebody identifies a boy, then he's a boy. You said, but she was one of the coolest people I met. So you think that that's a cute girl, it's actually a cute boy. Like, you know, I know it's hard for people to wrap their mind around it, but you need to get used to it. Like, if somebody identifies a certain way, just get used to it. It's not, I mean, if you, I know it might be difficult at first, but it really just kind of, at a certain point, like at a certain point, you're pretty much, it's just like, you don't even think about stuff like that anymore. I know, like, for a lot of people, this is all kind of like new, for them to like have people who are openly expressing themselves as their gender, even if they don't necessarily appear that way. We kind of live in a revolutionary time. For the longest time in history, at least Western history in the United States, that was considered very mentally ill. And now people are starting to, you know, like, hey, like, what the fuck is so wrong with this? Like, you know, like, chill the fuck out. Like, people are people, and people define themselves by however they identify. And sometimes the appearance isn't super congruous. And sometimes people, you know, are very awkward while they're transitioning. Like, you know, you got to go through hormone treatment. You got to go through surgeries if that's like what you need. It makes things a lot more comfortable at least in my opinion. I did not feel very comfortable at all at the very beginning of my transition. I felt really out of place. I felt really good about the hormones because I was finally on the right path. But like the hormones take a long time to start working. And I looked very awkward, and I you know, like I felt very unattractive. I felt very masculine, and like I felt like everybody saw me as a man. And obviously there's always going to be fucking idiots, morons on the internet insisting that I still look like a man or whatever, but they're delusional as fuck. Like I'm no less I'm no more masculine than any other woman who's slightly masculine. Like, there's a lot of women out there with different shapes and sizes. So just try to think about the destination. When you think about gender, don't think about where people were before, because that's going to drive you crazy. It's way too much information to keep track of. Just keep track of who people are now. Because first of all, there's some people who are like gender fluid or gender non-binary or any kind of number of different identities. So if you try to keep track of that, it's like fucking keeping track of it's like you need a plug-in for that. You know, like it's like you need a fucking add-on in order to keep track of that shit. Yeah, I like people too. But if you like people, it's way easier, way fucking simpler if you just only think about people's gender as the final destination rather than the previous. Don't think about people as a girl that identified as a boy. Just think of this person as this was a person who identified as a boy. Like, this is a boy. This is, you know, and that boy and said, I think that, you know, like if it's kind of, if this person, like, usually you can tell, I know that it's kind of uncomfortable topic. I don't like thinking about this way, but sometimes, I mean, a lot of the times you can really tell if somebody's transgender or not. And it's very uncomfortable conversation. I think there's a tactful way to talk about these things, but at the same time, sometimes it's really just an uncomfortable conversation, because it's like you don't know, like a lot of times like you'll meet someone and you don't know how they identify, and then you might have to, like, it's hard to have that conversation sometimes. Usually the easiest way to find out is to just ask someone's pronouns, and then and then it's like, okay, well, for all functional intents and purposes, do you really need to know if that person is actually trans or not? Or do you just need to know what pronouns to use so you can just have a conversation? You can say like, oh yeah, I met a guy yesterday. Do you have to say, oh yeah, I met a guy, but he, you know, used to be a woman, and like he's on testosterone for the last 3 months? And like, do you really have to give somebody's full medical history every single time you talk about someone? If you really think about it, nobody really looks like anything. They are just labels we use to have conversations. And in the end of the day, do you really have to constantly be accurate about every single conversation you have to the point of absolute awkwardness? If you really think about it, it's just kind of nonsense. for all intents and purposes, just use whatever identity people identify as and just move the fuck on. If you don't agree with it, that's just really fucking weird. Because it's like, what if you went up to this dude and he's like, I'm a dude, and then you're like, no you're not. Like, that's really fucking weird. Like, you don't even, and like, this isn't even like that verifying if they're trans or not. Like, you just walk up to a dude who looks like a dude, you know, like super buff dude with like, you know, a mustache and shit like that, you know, like a beard and mustache, deep voice, and this guy's like, hey, I'm a dude, and then you're like, no you're not. Like, that's really fucking weird. And you know, I know that appearances aren't everything, but like, I think that makes it easier for people to understand, because obviously I present very female and I don't get misgendered. People generally just see me as some random chick if they're meeting me out in public. I don't get sirred. Like, people just call me ma'am, even when it's just my voice and they haven't even seen me. So like, that doesn't really happen. But at the same time, what if I didn't look the way I did? What if I was much more masculine? What if I just, you know, identified as female, but I didn't even take hormones? Like, that's perfectly fine too. I'm not gonna lie, it is something that I and pretty much and everybody else on the planet is not used to, because we grew up to be raised in a society that tells us that there's only two ways of existing. I don't know, Fred, are you? It's really awkward at this moment in history, because now we're like trying to readjust. Like, reality isn't changing. I don't know why people think that, like, oh, there used to be only two genders, and it's like, it's not really that simple, because people are still people, and people just weren't. It's like the left-handedness for like the longest time, and I guess that there's information about this somewhere, but there's for the longest time, like I think into the 1800s and 1900s, it was actually discouraged to be left-handed, and if you were left-handed, it was like not socially acceptable. And then at some point it became more socially acceptable to be left-handed, and suddenly there was like this big, and this is why this whole like rapid onset gender dysphoria thing is a myth. The only reason there's been it's like as soon as people start saying, hey, by the way, it's okay to be left-handed, then suddenly there's a whole big giant spike of people now saying that they're left-handed, because people pretended to be right-handed, and I'm not even joking. Like, this is actually part of history. Like, being left-handed was considered like wrong, and like, this isn't even about gender. Like, this is just about which hand you use to write or to jack off with. Why did I have to say that? So like, obviously, as soon as it's okay to be left-handed, a whole lot more people are going to say that they're left-handed, because before they had to keep it a secret. They pretended to write with they pretended to be right-handed. And that's the same exact fucking thing that happened with trans people and non-binary people, because non-binary people or gender fluid people, they're a little bit confusing to me, because I'm very binary. You know, I know that there are male and female, and I'm female, so I'm under the binary. I just happen to be trans, so I was assigned male at birth, and I had to make adjustments to be okay with identifying as female. You were trained out of using your left hand? Holy shit. Yeah, that's fucked up. Like, there's nothing wrong with being left-handed. Like, what the fuck? But if you really think about it, that's exactly the same thing. And I know people will argue otherwise, but they're just being, like, purposely, like, if you really think about it, why is it not the same thing? Like, why are people making it a bigger deal? Especially considering, like, people will argue, like, oh, but children can't decide that. It's like, well, doctors have studied this, and it is pretty damn studied that it is safe for children to undergo a you know, you know, hormone blockers and being able to transition socially and just live as their gender, because why the fuck not? I mean, everybody else gets to live as their gender, why can't they? And just because it's a little bit different from what people expect, because they're like, oh, but weren't you born with a penis? Why are you a girl? It's like, it's kind of weird. It's like adults talking about children's genitals. It's really fucking weird. It's so much weirder to force people not to be trans than it is to just let people do trans. Because they're not going to change. You're not going to stop being left-handed if someone forces you to be right-handed. Like, it's the same fucking thing. You can't force me to not be trans, but I can get, you know, you could at least give me access to trans medicine so I can feel more comfortable and not want to kill myself. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. But anyway, oh, I'm sorry, unalive. Fucking Gen Zers. Dude, I heard, like, Generation Alpha can't even know, doesn't even know how to read. Yeah, I'm at 222. Time flies. Apparently, Gen Alpha, the kids that are born today that are being born into the age of AI, apparently they don't even know how to read. There's like 7th graders who read at the 4th grade level. And like, you know, this is just according to like a single YouTuber. But like, you know, it's like, what the fuck? It's because of like parents giving their kids iPads when they're like 6 years old. Like fucking like, just, you don't need an iPad when you're 6 years old. Jesus fucking Christ. Get some coloring books. Like, play with, like little, like, blocks. Like, fucking be a kid. It's fucking weird. There's so much stuff you have to learn. You have to put these things together. You gotta, like, move stuff around. You gotta draw and, like, color outside the lines and then color inside the lines. And, like, you gotta do a whole bunch of stuff physically. You can't just scroll on a fucking computer. It's already been studied that your brain doesn't even work that way. The only reason we use those things is because it's much more convenient to get work done. But, you know, it's like, you know, when we didn't grow up into it. We grew up the traditional way and then we learned it later. You know, so it's like your brain needs to develop. And these Gen Alpha kids might just be fucked for life. It might be, that might be the case. Because of all these parents just giving them an iPad and they just like don't even fucking care about their education. They don't care about learning about anything. Am I old? Am I a boomer now? The kids these days don't know how to read. It's an actual problem though. Like, this isn't just like old people talk. Like this is an actual problem. Like it's actually like, I know COVID was a pandemic. This is a fucking huge pandemic in and of itself. Yeah, I was born in '88. I'm just old. No, I mean it's actually been like, I don't think it's just because I'm old. And I'm not old. Fucking 36. Young as... I'm a fucking baby. 1965? Okay, well, you're old. Well, you're not even old. You're not even 70. And, like, if you're 80, you're not even 100. You're polled. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of messed up. It's a really fucking scary world we're living. I think it's everyone for themselves now, and I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna make sure that I have a life that's comfortable, that I achieve all the success I want in life, that I have people I care about, that that I have loved ones around me, and that I can achieve all my goals, or at least be able to pursue my goals and be happy. If everybody can't fucking read, fuck them. I don't fucking care. They're on their own. They had their chance. Okay, I know how to fucking read. Okay, I don't need them to read. Living to 300, it would be dope if you got rid of, like, people worry about, like, oh, I wouldn't want to live forever, and it's like, yeah, you would if you weren't like old, which they're actually researching how to reverse aging, because aging is like a disease. It's because your body starts to die, like, it's the cells start to, like, stop regenerating, and, like, they're starting to actually research in mice the ability to, like, accelerate and decelerate and, like, reverse aging and, like, get rid of diseases and shit. So if you imagine if you're 300 years old and you still looked like you were 30, like, what the fuck? Like, that's the future we're moving towards. I might actually live for hundreds of years. It's not impossible in today's age. With the medical advances that are happening this day and age, it might be possible that I'm gonna live past 300. Like, that used to be preposterous. Like, the fact that we live in a world now where that might be possible, that's insane. For the longest time in history, nobody would have taken that assumption, that belief seriously. And now it's like, well, I mean, maybe if science figures it out. You're number one. I'm number one. How old are you? What? Well, I'm 36. Yeah, they grow human ears on mice. Well, that's a different process. But there's a whole bunch of crazy shit going on nowadays. Like, holy fucking shit, there's AI, it's gonna fucking destroy the society. And maybe a society needs to be destroyed. If all it takes is a fucking computer algorithm to destroy it, then maybe it was always gonna be destroyed and it needs to fucking change. Like, we need to fucking rebuild. The movie? What movie? You're just saying things really disconnected. You just say, I'm number one. How old are you? The movie. Like what? Like, I don't get what you're saying to me, Booper. I don't get it. Okay, we gotta go to Iron Forge. Habuteru. Maybe Booper is an AI. No, Booper is not an AI because he's played with me in World of Warcraft. Unless he's a bot, which then he's gonna get banned from World of Warcraft. I Am Number 4, the movies? What the fuck are you talking about? I Am Number 4? You are number 6. I am who's number 1? I am not a number. I am a free man. Am I actually older than you? Am I like 300 years old? This is one of the best TV shows ever made.
In the village. What do you want? Information.
Information.
Whose side are you on? That would be telling. We want information. 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 You won't get it.
You won't get it.
By hook or by crook. We will. Who are you? The new number 2. Who is number 1?
You are number 6.
I am not a number. I am a free man.
It's the prisoner. They made the joke. They made the reference in The Simpsons.
Welcome, friend.
And that's him. Patrick McGowan or whatever his name is.
I'm number 15. What number are you?
I am not a number. I am a man. And don't you ever... Oh, wait. I'm number 5. In your face, number 6.
Yeah. Well done.
Yes, well done. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they had the... They also had the other one with Simpsons. They also had another one. This is another reference to it. Like that was another reference to it in The Simpsons.
I'm leaving this place, and you'd better...
Yeah, this is another reference to it. Yeah, The Prisoner is a great show, man.
Interest you on a pint? Off with you.
Well, it's time. I gotta call it a night. I'm getting tired. Gotta get ready for bed. Read a book. Get away from the computer screen. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed talking with you guys. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy it. I had a good fun stream today. We leveled to 225. We leveled to 225 mining. I am now an artisan. Wait, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Yeah, we're not doing that yet. You'll be up till 3? God damn it, Booper! What are you doing? Up till 3 in the morning. Bye, Fred. Bye, Booper. Have a good night. Make sure to wipe your butt before you poop. Not after you poop, only before. Make sure to have a drink of water. Make sure to water the plants. Make sure to plant yourself on the ground and like do yoga. Mage 79? I'm gonna do the 80s thing. It's like Mage 79? Okay. Yeah, I had fun as always. I can have fun doing nothing. This is why I'm a streamer. I literally like responded. I like comment. I did commentary on Asmongold's 2-hour video for 11 hours. Okay? I could like make a stream about absolutely nothing. I can make something out of nothing. I can absolutely just maybe not be the best content, but I can make content like non-stop. Like non-fucking stop. I am a content making machine. You're waiting on you, turtle? Yeah, well, you're gonna be waiting for a while. I was on a stint for sure. I'm gonna be leveling mining up as high as I can until I'm ready to go mine in Northrend. So it's gonna be like 450 or something like that. You listen to Mifkift? Mifkift? Muffkift? You listen to Mizkift's Muff? That sounds hot. Muffkiff. Bye bye. My hair is weird. I can't end the stream with bad hair. I can't. I can't end the stream with bad hair. You have to make it look good first. I gotta look presentable. Okay, I have to look beautiful. I I'm absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Rebecca Lauren, your host for today's stream. He is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. She's here to tell you how ugly you are. You will never, ever be high enough for her standards. Wait a minute, what? You know... losing my mind. Yeah, I'm really glad I had facial surgery to answer your question, Fred. I mean, my nose used to be a lot. And like my forehead used to be a lot like... Now, I don't think I had Asmongold level hairline. Like, it wasn't like this, okay? But it was like really fucked up. And so like my hairline got adjusted, like moved forward. Which is why I have like, you know, there's nerve endings are slowly coming back up here because they had to move my scalp forward a bit, and like lined it up, and you know now I don't have like a messed up hairline, and like, you know, like this used to be a lot more like protruding, like the forehead, especially the orbital bone right here. Used to be a lot more protruding, like basically like caveman, with like big giant like basically like freaking like fucking Elrond forehead, like big giant fucking things sticking out in my forehead like a big giant square. Like it was just fucking crazy. And like my jawline wasn't too jagged, but like my jawline kind of got smoothed out, and my Adam's apple got reduced a bit. It used to stick out a lot more. I still have scar. I think it's actually fading. But I still have a scar because they actually worked on the jaw from like an incision in here. Right, like, and like right here. Like they didn't have to actually like cut me open there. They like worked on my jaw, like just from a single incision here, and just like worked within there, and also I think from over here. I don't know how they did it. I was under anesthesia. And I guess like a small amount of Botox was put, a very small amount was put into like the corners here because I had super tense like muscles there. But I chew gum still, so I mean it's kind of coming back. But it did kind of reset things, and so now everything's a lot looser than it was. Yeah, I mean it's like magic. I mean, I could try to find pictures from before. That you can definitely just go through my YouTube channel and you'll find how I looked like before. I'm really glad that I don't look like that anymore. I'm really glad I look the way I do. I do need to fix. A long-term thing is I need to get my teeth all fixed. I got Asmongold teeth, and he got all of his fixed. Like, he has better teeth than I do. I have better hair than he has. Although I'm a girl. And he doesn't want to be a girl. For all I know, Asmon, are you trans? You can tell me. I'll be okay with it. It's okay if you are. I'm here for you. Asmongoral. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye.